Welcome back to Weave the Tale. And today we're here with our finale of Necrobiotic. So, exciting, nerve-wracking. Hopefully everybody has fun. Hopefully everybody survives. I mean, why wouldn't they? Nothing possibly is going to go wrong at all today.
I didn't know dying was an option.
I mean, Eli has 1 trauma on every single condition, I'm pretty sure. So it is if there's 3 more traumas in something. So,
yep. No, that's fair.
I'm Nikki, aka Beholder to No One. You can find me at Beholder to No One on Twitter, or you could find me also producing Chaotic Wonderful. And I am your machinist today. We're playing Necrobiotic, a wonderful game made by Mitch, and a bunch of people have helped create a beautiful book that will be out soon. Hopefully.
Yeah, like days for the PDF. It's ridiculous.
So you should check those out and get it. And if you enjoyed this, then definitely check it out and play it yourselves. Let's go around the table and have everybody introduce themselves, and then we could do some housekeeping before we jump into the game. Let's start with Mitch.
Hi, I'm Mitch. You can find me at Mitch S. Bastillos, and I am playing Eli, an architect of the Citadels of Sciences. Yeah, he's struggling right now, and I have 0 cards. So this should be an interesting finale.
Ooh. And Sydney.
Oh, hello. I have 1 card left, and it's not something that I can imagine using, so we're gonna see what happens. Hello, my name is Sydney. I play Fiora. My pronouns and her pronouns are she, her. And Fiora is a child of the river, which means she's naturally averse to, Oh! Thank you, Papaya. Pariah?
I started in the last finale out with 5 subs.
That's amazing!
That's so good.
So much.
You know what? For those 5 subs, y'all get a refresh.
Wait, really? Oh, thank God!
Right now?
Oh, how did this?
Yay!
I mean, I had 3, so like it was gonna be okay. So remind me, with a refresh, is that we
You can
discard
get rid
all
of
of them?
1 card from your hand,
1 card.
and then you can draw it back up to 6.
Okay. I'm gonna get rid of
Okay, so
That's great.
question,
Okay.
is this counted as the first breath of the... Because I drew the king, so I don't know if I put it back in or I'm just gonna be... I have to deal with this.
We're dealing with it.
Same question. Same question.
Use XP to buy
We're dealing
off
with both of
Fiora.
those
It's a-
flaws in this game.
It's all good.
Yes.
It's all good.
I'm good. No king here.
Well,
Uh-huh.
this is
Sorry, I interrupted.
exciting.
Oh, God.
Sydney, please continue.
Oh, right. Well, Fiora is a child of the river, which means she's naturally averse to, everything of the mortal world. Oh my God, Matt, did you also pull the king card? What the hell?
Also have a kid.
Oh, this is gonna
What
be
a
amazing.
finale.
You
What
think
a
yeah, we're all
finale.
like...
Okay, that's my deal. Boy.
Amelia.
Oh dear. Sorry, was that me?
Yep.
Okay. Hi, I'm Blue. You can find me on all social media as Blue Merkitten. We're about to watch my character Amelia crumble into pieces. So that's a great start to the finale. So yes, my character Amelia is a technosophist who has been dealing with being a little out of place, a little out of sorts, and not entirely meshing with absolutely everyone. And I am very excited for you all to watch her absolutely fall apart. Now that the king card has been drawn, it's going to be amazing in the worst possible way, best possible way. So yeah.
Fighting that.
Right. So, I'm Matt. I'm playing Yi. Found my brother. Saving my brother. And I just need to remember that I promised my Technophant, the commander of my specific squad, that we'll make it back, that my people here will make it back. So, I'm nervous and also excited for my my flaw to take hold, whatever way it does.
Fantastic.
Yay. I mean, so I know for Eli, because he feels like he can't fail, I'm going to choose to take that trauma instead of having to deal with it in the scene.
Oh.
So,
You're gonna take a trauma instead of dealing with your flaw?
yeah.
That's such an Eli thing to do.
Hey!
Like, I'm not going to deal with these emotions. I'm just going to take some, like, damage. That's fine.
So you're taking a heart trauma?
Yeah, so now at two trauma in hearts. Yeah, for people watching, whenever you draw your flaw, you have two choices. It'll either mess you up in the scene or have an impactful moment, or you can like just be like, I'm going to take that trauma in whatever area it's in. And so for Eli at this moment, focusing on the stuff that needs to happen, seeing the one he loves, he can feel his emotions bubbling up to like for him to start feeling again, and he's like, no, like now's not the time. There's so much relying on him at this moment, like squish it down. And so you can just imagine the that pain in his chest, almost this anxiety, as he keeps repressing his emotions in order to do what he feels is necessary and right.
I
Yep.
feel like I'm just as stressed as the audience right now.
We.
So, the other thing that that trauma does, which I don't know if you're saying because my kid was messaging me, if Eli has to do anything in flesh, he needs at least 2 successes to get 1 success, because he gets -1 success. After you have 2 trauma in any skill, it's -1 success on those traumas.
Yep.
That's brutal.
Yeah, it's a bummer. Yep, and then the third trauma gives you a -1 success on everything, on all suits, and that accumulates with your heart. So I would need 3 successes in hearts just to get 1 success. And then fourth, I'm gone.
Dead.
I'm no longer playable. Yeah.
Well,
Dead, or depending
dead
on
isn't
the
great.
depending on the
If
trauma.
Yeah, if 4 traumas in physical, you're dead.
Mhm.
Potentially, but all the other ones have different outcomes.
Yeah, I feel like for
Okay.
this one, I'd just be so heartbroken that I could never go back to the creative person I was. And so, in essence, the person that Fiora loved would just be dead and gone forever, buried in the graveyard of Eli's soul.
We haven't even started the game yet, man.
Dark, man.
Why you gonna do that?
For people watching, make sure to do therapy.
Therapy is important. And do things
Just
you
in
love
general.
because you're forced to.
Yeah.
Oh, I just realized I didn't talk about the fundraiser. Should I talk about the fundraiser, or should I do that in a minute?
Yeah, go ahead.
So,
Yeah.
totally winding
yeah,
back to my introduction, I got distracted because we all drew king cards. As a very special thing that is going on and being allowed to happen as a sort of charity donation-y thing. We are raising money for my partner to get top surgery. So I'm gonna post. I can't post the link. Someone will post the link into the
I
chat
did.
to the Just Giving page. And any donations will unlock the tip menu thingy-majigger that Nikki's going to explain in a second. So maybe I should have done it after that. But anyway.
Yeah.
Hi.
That's fine.
Okay, so
Sorry,
speaking
card
of
threw me off.
speaking of tips, if you donate to the link that was posted by Mitch for the total of the numbers that are listed that I just posted, then the group will get said items. I did the wrong one. Sorry, that's Shadowrun. I have Shadowrun on the brain. That's the ones that you get. Yes, so if you donate $5, a player of your choice will get advantage on one move, which means they get to draw an extra card from the top of their deck to add. If you do 15, something is happening in the shadows. If you do 25, all players get to refresh their hands, even though they can't stop to take a break. If you do 50, I get to throw something big at them. 75, they all get a care package with one item of choice. 150, we get a special one-shot or a story written out. By whom, I don't know. We'll find out. But on that note, we have some sponsors this season. So first and foremost, we have Grinding Coffee, a Black LGBT plus owned coffee business that will keep you awake and happy with the best roast directly shipped to your door. Use the affiliate link by using the command !coffee for the link, and note that our discount code is penny for a tail. Then we have Dice Dungeons, a Baltimore-based company with a passion for making beautiful and high-quality dice and gaming accessories for every table. Please check them out by using our command !dice if you are looking to add something special to your RPG accessory hoard. Finally, Fibermancers for Hire this summer season, we have been gifted the adorable mini weavers, and we will be having a giveaway for them at the end of the season, which is today. So at the middle of the session, we will be doing a giveaway to get a little weaver. It'll be a smaller version of what Mitch is putting on his head.
That's adorable.
The Fibermancers would love to make unique and magical pieces for you. You can visit them at fibermancers4hire.com, which was also just linked in the chat by our tech today, Spence. Thank you, Spence. If you retweet the link that is explanation tweet, I'll put an octopi on our heads.
I don't have them on.
If we hit 20 retweets on the link under explanation tweet, then you will get a why does it never update the freaking tweet link? That's not the right link.
We're gonna get you an octopus, Matt. Don't you worry. We're gonna. Also,
if you retweet one I just posted and we get 20 retweets, the group will get something positive. They'll get a boon. If you get to 30, they get a bane. So I get something against them. 40, it's a boon again. And we already hit our 5 subs, so the group got to refresh their cards, even though last week they all were down to 3 or less cards.
Thank you.
But now let's get started into this chaos that will be with two of the 3 flaws. Eli, you just feel as you are all brought to the safe place, the supposed safe place. You are with Stefano. You are with Elia, your brother, who Eli, you just were able to negate the kill button from and stop them from being targeted by Azura me remembering names today. And you also have Yi there, or you there, Yi's brother, who is like, you guys are out, you're safe for now, I think, but Azura is going to know that you did something, and you know something. I don't know how much time you all have, but make it quick. And last week last week, after a miracle was performed by our amazing Fiora, we got to see the ghost of Dr. Sprocket, who gave the information that was needed to potentially stop this virus, and that Dr. DeLuca, the stories that you've been picking up, the recordings you've been finding slowly over time, is live out in beyond the wall, where you currently are, beyond the wall. So you have a couple options. You could go find him. You could you can go find Ruby, the apprentice. You can go straight up back to Azura and just try to take her down, which probably is the more dangerous of all the options. Or you could try to see if the Society of Builders is actually going to be helpful and do something about it, though they haven't been super helpful so far, so you don't know.
They've been super helpful. They set this up, and also Eli is here as a member of the Society of Builders.
Ooh. Listen. My personal choice would be to go find Dr. DeLuca. No, Ruby. Because Ruby has also been working on the thing, and therefore might have some ideas of how to get it to the masses of the underground, and or how to take down the virus that's attacking this city. I feel like that'd be the most effective choice, because Azura is gonna straight up murder us because she has numbers and we are small. Does anyone else have any thoughts?
I mean, I've just remembered we totally abandoned those technophants in the sewers.
Yeah, do you have any walkie-talkies or something? Or we have any way to communicate with them and tell them to GTFO?
I'm gonna have to go get him.
You says
the
going
worst
to get
option.
them will be a death sentence.
Because the last thing we told them was stay there unless you hear yelling, in which case come help us. So there's every chance that they've ran into the middle of that as we've escaped.
No.
It's definitely not because I forgot they existed.
I love your transparency.
It was just when you said numbers, I was like, wait, no, we have free extra. No, we don't. We left them in the tunnels.
Yeah, we did. Unless they magically appear next to us because they got the hint that stuff was going wrong and they followed us out.
That could possibly happen, maybe, but that would be way too
maybe
nice.
They'll catch up with us.
Would be way too nice.
Way too nice.
Right.
So you just said it's like, I can go back and try to distract them, but I'm sure Azura already knows I tried to help you. And he doesn't know, but Stefano will say if she definitely knows that you cut us off from her. We can't go back either.
Guess we're just gonna have to charge forward then.
Well, why don't we go to the? I think we should go to the Citadel, report, and call in the cavalry.
After everything that you heard and saw, you really think going to the Citadel is the right choice?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I do.
You can't be serious, Eli. We just learned that the Citadel was in charge of making sure that certain architects and technofans disappeared off the face of the planet. We heard that there was corruption. We heard that they haven't been doing their job. I can't see a reason to go back.
Their job was to keep humanity alive, and they did that. And any institution will have corruption. But I think if anyone's going to be safe, it has to be through the society that we have. At least give them a chance.
I just can't believe after all this you still believe that your society is working. Maybe it's the only thing you have left.
It's the only society we have.
It's not the only one.
It is. I mean, the Children of the River, it's a very small faction. There's a whole world out there that is part of the Florentian Empire, and that is the society by which I speak.
You speaks up. There's a multitude of societies that aren't called societies. There's the Technophant Division. There's the Technosophist. They're their own society as well.
The Technophants are of the Society of Builders. They're the army of the Florentian Empire.
Well,
Technosophists.
And
I mean, they still have. At least the Technosophists and the Children of the River are allowed within the society, but in the end, they're a marginally small group of individuals compared to everything else.
And what's wrong with being small?
Nothing. Is that a problem? I'm just saying that if we want to affect the greatest amount of people, then it has to go through the organization which has the most impact on the greatest amount of people.
Clearly not. The virus that's affecting the constructs inside of the city got in there under the nose of the society that you speak of. So clearly, in order to be the most helpful, you don't have to necessarily be affiliated with any society. And we need to get to the bottom of this fast before this virus gets any worse. And we need to help those people that are down there who have basically a kill switch programmed into them. And the best way to do that is to find Dr. Sprocket's companion, Ruby.
Okay. If that's what you feel is our next best option, but sooner or later, the Citadel will have to get involved.
What if Eli speaks up? What if I go back to the Builder Society and alert them of what happened?
Wouldn't they just dismantle you on sight?
Maybe.
So, figure out how you work and why you work, and then to fix you to work the way that you're supposed to work.
But it'll show them that we exist.
Is that worth sacrificing?
They have me listed as dead anyway.
Yeah, I think the first person to speak with him should be myself. And then whatever happens next, we decide.
I mean, maybe Eli's right. He does have the point that we're not exactly huge numbers, and we can't really take charge of this whole situation, and like it's not like we've all got it figured out or know what we're doing or have a little, or not a little, a whole army to send in when something goes wrong, or
And
it's
what
not
are
like
the
we've got-
chances that we tell them that there's an entire secret society right outside of the walls of Florence, and they go in, and instead of helping, they destroy? And they make sure that nobody knows that it ever existed to begin with, because that gives people a shred of hope that there's more outside of Florence.
I don't think that the Citadel, even if corrupt, would resort to mass murder.
They're pretty okay with making records that people don't exist.
That's different, I think, than killing.
And I mean, I'm not saying that I want the people there to be disappeared in one way or another, but it feels like we might maybe be a little out of our depth, a little like maybe, I don't know. I think maybe I think I'm out of my depth. I think maybe I'm just, I'm kind of realizing that this is like a lot, and there's a lot, and I don't know how to fix this. And like I can make stuff, I can put stuff together, and like I make little trinkets. And but this is, I'm not an architect, I'm not a builder, I'm not a child of the river.
Amelia,
I'm
what's going on?
I'm just, it's a lot, right? Like this is
You've
a
done
lot.
so
Like,
many amazing things.
Well, I mean, I've there's been some things, yes, they're kind of cool. Like, I am really fond of this one little thing that I made like forever ago. But like, what does that even mean in the grand scheme of things? Like, what do all my little bits and pieces have to do with anything? I'm just some girl that blew up her arm, and yeah, I.
No, you blew up your arm, and that's brought you all the way here. And I see what you've done for us, for me. There's so many things that I don't think I would have experienced if it weren't for you. Amelia,
I
you're
now
amazing.
have a marginal respect for your capabilities as well as Technosophist. Did you guys see that character growth? You see how growth? You see that? You see how much growth there was there?
There's like an inch of growth.
It was like, no, I think that was a meter.
Wow.
That was at least a meter, okay? That was huge, okay? It's huge.
Is there an ability to make someone's character flaw happen?
You are my flaw.
I know!
Roleplay it out, let's see.
Wow.
Again!
Gee.
With the backhanded compliments, Eli! God damn it. Fiora's just gonna go over to
I
Eli.
appreciate that.
Oh, that's good. Wait, you do? Never mind. Okay. I'm just gonna go over
I
here.
appreciate
It's
that
like-
you both.
hit you with a big fan.
I appreciate
Fiora's
you
gonna-
making me laugh too much.
Oh, good. Fiora's gonna walk over to Eli and just quietly just put a hand over his mouth. You were saying, Yi?
Eli, Fiora's touching you for the first time in a very long time.
Yeah, he knows. He's like, he's probably like shaking a little bit. It's like
Her hand's very
a little
soft.
bit of redness on his cheeks. He's like, man, he's probably thinking in his head, actually, I think this might be the first one anyone's touched me in years.
Those
Well, it can't be
peer-reviewed
years because
positions
9
are
months ago.
stuck.
9 months ago, you did.
That's
some
not
pretty
really
intense
touching,
peer-reviewed
okay? Those were peer-reviewed positions. It was very scientific.
Are you saying that it's immaculate conception that your fiance is pregnant?
No, it was the sex, but more so, it's a emotional. Someone I have feelings for touching. That the care, the exchange.
Girl's gonna take her hand down. You were
Amelia.
saying, Yi?
You're incredible, and we wouldn't be able to get this far without you. I know you've been through a lot. I don't know everything that was going on between you and the guy back there, but I know that, sure, each of us, we're just one person. We're a small group. We're tiny compared to that society, compared to the Citadel, but we've made miracles happen. We've changed things. And we can't stop here.
And I'd say, like, as Yi is describing this, you start to see some blood begin to trickle out from the opening where it's you can see the metal, and you can see like part of it seems to be breaking down. And like as he's gesturing, in one of the places where the his arm where he had failed to lift something, you and I'd say Amelia is the one who sees this first, who sees that part, like just the metal, like certain screws are like falling off and others are loosening, and you can see that it seems like there are certain elements of him that are breaking down. And he says, I don't know how much time we have, but I think we gotta get this done.
You should. Do you want to sit down? Maybe. I know we don't have a lot of time, but I think you should sit down and we should rest for 5 minutes. You've got. Anyone got a tissue? I don't think I have a clean.
Let me. You might. Yi, do you mind if I look at it?
Go ahead.
He'll take out his scalpel and kind of twirl it in his hands. All right, let's do this. Yeah, and I will do advanced medicine on Yi to figure out can protect this boy, this sweet boy.
Okay. That will be gear.
Mm-hmm.
I look at the arm then, and maybe do. I don't know if I could get away with saying it's computer science or electronic assembly.
It could be electronic
Maybe.
assembly.
I could get one success in that.
Okay.
Am I healing trauma, or is this something different?
Do you have a trauma in anything?
I do. I have a trauma in steel, but right now I'm just dealing with my scars of death averted at the last second from my king card.
I will say if you get
That's
enough
metal.
successes, you can heal the trauma for steel because you are fixing up the parts of Yi that are part of him being a technophant.
Yeah, I will play the 8 of spades, which gives me 2 success, which eliminates the trauma.
Okay, so with 3 successes, you are able to help fix up and patch up around the eye, and Amelia is able to screw in and tighten the pieces that were falling apart to stop the arm from further deteriorating. The pain is still there, it always has been, but it's back to its numb level of pain that you can handle. It's not spiking up to the 7-8 on the scale. Anybody with chronic pain knows what the heck I'm talking about.
Amelia will sort of finish tightening the screw and very gently holding his arm and just sort of looking at him I'm really grateful that you're here with me and with us. And I'm so glad that I've been able to show you new things. And it's been really amazing getting to know you. And I hope that I hope that your arm's not sore. And I hope that we all get out of this okay and have more time to get to know each other properly.
Yeah, me too.
Hey, Blue, can oh, sorry, Amelia.
I was like, what?
As Eli's working on the face and stuff, be like, Amelia, could you not say any words that cause his blood to rush, please and thank you, while I'm doing this. If you can if you can maintain
sorry,
normal levels, that just would be much appreciated. Let's not have any strong reactions.
Think about baseball.
Exactly. Baseball. God damn. What is? Sounds like an American thing. Sounds weird.
Elias, yeah, it is an American thing. It's a strange sport with the ball and a bat they used to do. I don't understand it.
That's why humanity fell.
Because of baseball?
Cannon.
I can make it canon. I'm gonna go right now and change it.
You said something else was the reason that humanity fell at one point. We need to go double check what that was as well.
Yeah.
There's multiple reasons. There's so many reasons. It depends on who you're asking. The boomers of this generation think it's because of baseball.
Mm-hmm. Getting baseball and those kids and they're playing with it.
And avocado toast still.
And avocado toast. And buying coffee.
Yep.
Man.
Oh,
Just stop buying coffee from these dang construct coffee bots. We wouldn't have these problems.
Mm-hmm.
Cries. And barista. Seeing that Yi is being taken care of.
Yeah, he is.
Seeing that Yi seems to be doing okay right now. Can Fiora notice how Eli's doing?
You want to do an empathy check?
I sure heckin' do. OG Willikers, look at that off.
I was
A
so
heart
tempted
card.
to be like, I could still say that's what she said to that one, but yeah.
Hey.
I'm glad I wasn't the only one thinking it.
I can make all of it into a that's what she said joke.
This is awesome.
With one success. Eli, how you doing? How you holding up there, buddy?
Oh god. Eli generally has a very passive and focuses on being like just an analytical individual, but there's definitely like trembling. He's not doing great in general all over. He's got cuts and bruises. Yeah, he's just like it's like someone pushed him down the stairs emotionally and mentally, but mostly emotionally.
Well, Mitch,
I will
you know what? Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I will say that Eli currently looks like he did when almost about as bad as he did when he thought his brother had died. Like at that level. That's the last time you saw him almost to this level of pain. Though he's hiding it significantly more than he did last time.
Practice.
Well, Mitch, you gave the children of the river a very special ability called tuning. And with your consent, after a long and intimate conversation and collaborative storytelling, I am able to identify your deepest thoughts and feelings and to solve your emotional, social, and mental problems. It removes the trauma of flesh and steam.
Oh, damn.
God, do you got
Nice.
time for that? I don't know.
We got time for that.
Do we get time?
We
How
got
long is
time
it
for
take?
that.
You
It's
can't
like, you
hide
two
behind-
talk amongst yourselves.
Listen,
Oh.
Yi is getting fixed up. They need time to fix him up. We're recuperating right now. It's been a long day, okay? A very long day. But
And it's only lunchtime, so.
Oh,
I think
God.
an Eli Fiora spinning away scene would be like perfection right now, honestly.
Oh. Interesting. True. Here's the thing. It has to be with a consenting adult. So if Eli does not want to, it's not gonna happen. It's not like I'm a cleric and I can just go, boop, you're healed.
You're like therapy now. Just like drag.
Yes, wrestle you to the ground and just cuddle you so hard you can't help but feel better.
It's like, oh my god.
Can I volunteer? Like, someone come
All right.
tackle hug me, do that in real life? Just like,
Boy,
he's so
I
nice.
wish.
That would be the best. Eli
Yes.
would. Yeah. So we either go back and potentially die and fight Azure, or Eli gets therapy. Oh, man.
It's up to you. It's up to Mitch. Mitch
Yeah,
took
Eli
the
will-
trauma.
Eli will do it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oof.
Oh, all right. Let's go. Let's. Ooh, okay. So after seeing that Yi and Amelia might need some alone talking time to maybe, catch up, and he clearly needs some medical attention from someone who understands how the robot things work. So, Fiora is going to pull Eli to the side and kind of, sit down. with him and address him directly. Hey, I don't really know how to bring this up, Eli, but as someone who has known you the longest and saw you at your worst, I feel like it's really important to address the fact that she glances over to the other Eli that that he's alive. How are you doing?
I wish I could go back to the day, I think last week, when I just got back to my apartment. I closed the door, I lit a candle, and I got out some cucumbers and some bread, and I made myself a cucumber sandwich, and I ate it. And then I went to bed. That was a formula that works on a day-by-day basis. And all these new and exciting things bring so much difficulty to the way that I view and perceive the world that everything seems out of balance.
Why do you think balance is the most important thing to you right now?
Balance helps me sleep at night. Close my eyes, everything seems fit and proper, and I get to sleep, which has been a very hard thing to accomplish since I left you.
I think that's the first time you've actually ever said that you left me and actually admitted it. I understand that this is really hard because the decision you made years ago was based off of the information that Elia was gone and that you had to somehow fulfill something that you put on yourself. And I understand that's a lot. And it must be world-shattering to hear him talk to you and to see you like this.
Yeah, the most shattering experience I've had this week is seeing you again. I think I imagined, or I used to fantasize, and after my brother's death, that you would come and rescue me in some way. And now that I stand before you, all I feel is shame about the person I became and the person I am. I'm someone that you can no longer look at with any semblance of love. And so I just feel shame. And I have been ever since I saw you again.
The point of living life is to live life with no regrets. You made a decision. It was a decision that was made with false information, but it was still a decision that you have to live with. And while you might not have the fantasy that you desire, because years ago I think I probably would have tried to save you had I known that that's actually what you wanted from me. But the best thing that you can do now is choose the life that you actually want to lead, now that you have all the information at your fingertips. Because you made a life-altering decision once. That doesn't mean that you can't make a life-altering decision again. One that might make you happier. And you don't have to necessarily know what that is right now, but you're allowed to change trajectories and you're allowed to change your mind.
I know. I've made my decision. I know. And he'll get up and, with your permission, he will kiss Fiora on the forehead before walking back to the group.
You do heal 1 trauma of heart or steam.
Let's go hard. Oh man, but steam is my okay, I'm gonna go steam.
Damn, that's risky.
It is risky.
I don't need my heart. I need my mind.
Sydney is Fiora's gonna take 1 trauma though.
Oh god!
Oh no!
She absorbs your trauma.
Oh no!
Are you taking it to the heart, though?
Oh, heckin' yeah, I do. That sucked ass. I'm in so much pain.
My lips create trauma. He's gonna start kissing the enemy. Like, oh yeah, take that.
It has to be clipped.
Oh dear.
Yeah,
Amelia and you are over in the corner, and you finish fixing up. Oh, sorry, Amelia, you finish fixing up Yi's arm, and you're sitting there holding hands as you eavesdrop onto this private conversation because they're kind of loud.
They're a little hard to not overhear when we're like in a smallish space, trying to, recuperate, but also be ready to run at a moment's notice. It's difficult to have a private conversation. We get it. It's fine. Don't worry.
Oh, thanks. You see, Fiora processing that she was rejected a second time after being told that he wanted him to save her. That's fine! She's crumbling in the corner silently!
Amelia's just sort of squeezing his hand like, you have no idea how lucky and unlucky you are all at once. Like, emotions are so complicated, and I'm so excited for you to be able to explore them more, but also it's not easy, and people change, things change, we learn things about ourselves and about each other, and I think it's just important when you go into these things that you have that in mind, because it's probably going to hurt at some point. That tends to happen when you actually let yourself experience things, but it's usually worth it. Just sort of squeeze your hand gently.
I'm excited to get to experience all those new emotions with you.
I am excited for that too. And she'll just very, very, very gingerly, because you've just had your face fixed, go over into the other cheek and kiss you on the cheek.
You do not take emotional damage from it. As this
I'm
is all
muted.
happening,
Oh god.
Stefano and Elia step away for a little bit to go explore, to go search around, to make sure everything is safe. And when they come back, they say, we found footprints leading further outside of the walls. I don't know where it leads, but it looks like there's a building about a mile away.
I think it's
It
worth
might be a good
checking
place
out.
to hide.
Yeah, that was really good. Thank you for doing that. I think that's absolutely the place we should probably head next.
Stefano and Elia, can I talk to you off to the side here real quick?
Sure. They follow.
Yeah, just sort of like look at you're just like
So I just made a decision, which runs counterintuitive to the way I live my life. This is hard. I'm still in love with Fiora, and I decided that I'm going to do whatever it takes to keep her alive, because I think what society needs are more people like that instead of people like me. So when and if the time does come, I know a couple of programs that might be useful in getting us out of a tricky situation. I don't know what this would do to you, but I wanted you to know that this is an option that I'm willing to do if it saves Fiora.
Elia nods. I'm glad you're choosing to follow your heart instead of your brain. That's what I've wanted you to do the entire time.
I think humanity thrives with stupid actions, but
humanity thrives on desperation and peer pressure and obligation. You should have never been put in the place to fulfill my shoes. And I'm sorry for that.
it's okay. I did good, and I have done good things. And while I'm sad about the person I became, in order to make that happen, I am grateful that I fell in love with someone who, with the slightest of touch, could burn away any coldness surrounding my heart.
Give us the programs. I'll make sure that they run. If they need to, tell me what needs to happen. I'm a bit rusty, but it's only been a couple of years. I can figure it out.
I don't want to put anything in you unless it's necessary. But yeah, that's okay.
I will gladly take on the responsibility, even if it's not necessary. Let me protect you as your older brother.
Just protect Fiora. Like I said, that's what needs to happen.
I will protect both of you. But yes, you have my word.
All right. Also, you're gonna be a uncle, and he'll start like
wait.
Bro.
I'm confused.
Right? Is it uncle or is it?
No, yeah,
it
uncle.
Yes?
Yeah, it's uncle.
I thought you haven't seen Fiora in years.
Oh no, I don't think she would. Oh god, this is making me blush. This is bad. I don't. Oh god, no, she would. No, she would not. It wasn't romantic in any way. It was just a transactional thing. But nonetheless,
Did you sign up for that?
Yeah.
Oh God, why?
The reproductive thing.
Why?
But I just wanted to do good. It was so yeah. But yeah, okay. Let's do this programming thing. He'll program in like the typical
you can't just drop that I'm gonna be an uncle and expect me not to understand. I am so confused.
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. It was not much of a big deal. It was a couple of sessions, and there, like I said, I was reading a book during it, so it was.
Oh my God.
It was very
Eli,
very clinical.
We need to have a talk about the birds and the bees and how this is supposed to happen. Because you should not be reading during that.
No, I understand. I understand how lackluster it must sound, and certainly nothing anyone would ever write about.
If you're doing a presentation, can I get in on that?
No, I'm just programming. Just doing some minor touch-ups of these constructs. Nothing.
Some minor touch-ups, eh?
Minor touch-ups. God damn it.
Like the look of Stefano's VD.
Oh, yeah.
I love all of you with my entire heart so much. Anyway.
I'm dying. You finished programming whatever you need to program into Elia and Stefano. And they agree to do these tasks for you. Send me specifically what they are. Privately. And your heart grew 3 sizes today, evidently.
It's fucking weird. He's like, oh, God, I can't. The body, maybe I should get a checkup.
Okay. Everybody has had a chance to have their romantic moments and their cute, sweet, wholesome moments. Still dying. do you follow Elia and Stefano to the house about a mile away?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like that's a good idea. Does it look, when we're starting to get close enough to it to see it properly, does it look obvious that there's someone like living there, or
You can make a perception.
I have a thing that I forgot that I had until I was rereading my notes after last week. I have a drone thingamajigger. That's the technical term for anyone that's curious.
Drone thingamajigger, yeah. Makes sense.
Yep. That I believe I can send ahead to scout. And it'll have like a little camera in it, so we can send this little drone thingamajigger to go and spy for us, so we don't have to be the first ones to stick our noses in.
Okay. You fly your drone out there as you're about half a mile away, and it scouts out the place. The building itself is old, but it has windows that are slightly boarded up. You see curtains, a fabric of curtains hiding behind it. You do see footsteps burning a path into the floor. So you see that somebody has been walking at some point, you don't know if it was recent or not, back and forth to the door. The drone will catch sight of movement from inside. A curtain shifting slightly. Face of a partial construct peering out. And then it closes the curtain and goes back inside.
Amelia will share her little screen so everyone can see this.
Oh. Is Yi already leading?
You are all heading that general direction.
I'm gonna slink behind Yi. Slink.
Slink, slink, slink. I don't know why that's my slink animation, but there you go.
Slink, slink, slink. It sounds like a Pokemon.
Doesn't it?
It does. Oh, we hit 20 retweets.
Nice.
Wait,
You
what
all
happened to
get
20
a
again?
Boon.
Yay!
Yes.
You
Yes.
get a boon.
Yes.
That person's
Everybody
friend.
can draw 2 cards
Oh, that's huge.
to add to your
Yeah.
hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, all I got are hearts. Can't use.
I got spades, which is good because I use spades a lot.
Oh,
So
I'm so good at this.
don't forget, by the way, you still have those 4 unlistened to digital copies of the recordings.
Oh, yes, we do. We should
Let's
listen to
listen to
those.
that. Yeah.
Alright, hold
Yeah,
on.
let's
Let me. Okay. What recording are we on? 7. Okay.
7.
Okay. Recording 7. Hey, ready when you are.
Dr. Raffaele De Luca. Date 27th of October. November? Fuck, is it November already? Hey. Well, regardless of what month it is, I've been let go of my position. They don't appreciate my advocation for the dead as I watch them as they call it, create my work. Mass scale production. It's fucking ridiculous. Did they do any math? No. That's how you know they're not scientists. No testing, no graphs, no planning, no insurance, just doing. Treating it like a business that has no endless cycle of flesh. Well, here's to them, crashing and burning.
Dr. DeLuca sounds more drunk. Like he poured himself a couple drinks in that one. And I'll put all these in the chat too so you can re-listen. Ready for 8?
Ready for it?
They fucking did it. Mass production. Each of the dead are treated like parts instead of with respect. I can't watch my work be used for this. This abomination. Staying here will only have the Citadel breathing down my neck, looking for any slight mistake. Plus, I can't find any dead bodies to practice on here. I know I can figure out more. I've been researching with what I have, but the smell is starting to get overwhelming. And I think the neighbors have complained to the Citadel.
And there's 9.
Bastards! They made it so all the dead belong to them now. And people are punished for having any remains. I'm leaving soon. The smell of burning flesh is thick in the air. As families would rather burn their loved ones than see them reanimated as laborers for the town.
Dr. Rafaela DeLuca, we are here from the Citadel of Sciences. We'd like a moment of your time.
Looks like it's time to run with what I have now.
Dr. Rafaela DeLuca, please open the door or we will be forced to.
And the last one.
Dr. Raffaele De Luca, I don't know what day it is, but I think it's 2062. It's been some time since I've stepped foot in Florence, but I have found somewhere safe and kept researching. It takes time, but I can find dead out beyond the wall easy enough. The creatures out here, they're terrifying. But if I just keep my head down and go out during the day, they seem to be less of a threat. I'm almost out of battery on this thing. Honestly, I'm surprised it's lasted this long. I've been maintaining journals this entire time. And I have them all here with me. I'll keep track there from here on out. If anyone finds this, please continue my work. And most importantly of all, please find a way to ensure we treat the dead with the same respect as we treat the living. It's what they deserve. Dr. Raffaele De Luca, former architect and former member of the Citadel of Sciences. Signing off.
All voice clips were voiced by David Tilstra from Apart Podcast. You should definitely check out his work. He did a fantastic job. And were edited by me. So you have found and listened to the 10 recordings that were rumored to be taken from Azora's office that you saw spots for on Azora's shelf. And we're going to take a break until we'll come back in about 10 minutes. And we'll get on with the rest of the finale. are back with the second part of the finale of Necrobiotic. The party has had some much-needed moments of respite, just rest and relaxation and trauma and love and confusion and so many things. So many emotions. Some traded trauma for some backup plans for others. And you begin heading the mile away to this building as you listen to the final 4 recordings of a Dr. DeLuca. Someone many of you didn't know existed until you heard that first recording. And you hear the story of a man from hopeful and energetic and excited to destroyed and at his wit's end, trying to solve what has been taken and destroyed from him. Promising to try to fix it, promising to leave journals, asking for somebody to finish what he started. And you realize Zora took it upon herself to finish what she thought he started. Whether or not she took the right message is questionable and doubtful. But she did not at all.
No.
But
Crazy cult leader, but whatever. It's fine.
yeah, just super powerful, great boss lady, as in like a badass boss bitch. But we love to see it. Hate to see the controlling part, but though, like maybe if she just like toned it down a little bit, gave some benefits, didn't have that kill switch thing going on, she'd be a pretty cool lady. Other
If
than
only
those,
she-
Yeah, usually the kill switch has prevented me from having several relationships, so no, it's legit.
has it?
Also, congrats, Lord Nova 42. You have won the Weaving giveaway.
Hey!
Yay!
Congratulations!
Oh, this
Yeah.
is so nice.
Please
Yeah,
message
make sure
Resonant
to
Moon.
DM Resonant Moon on here or Twitch, and let us know how we can get that over to you. But yeah, congrats! It will fill you with love and complete your life. I promise.
Plus, it's adorable.
That's the necrobiotic guarantee.
Yeah.
Oh, oh boy.
It'll love you forever.
With atomically correct innards.
I hope not.
Disclaimer. Does not. It is filled with stuffing, I'm pretty sure, not atomically correct innards. Anyway, up ahead you see a house boarded up slightly with curtains and someone peeking out as Amelia looks through the drone from about half a mile away.
So do we think we should be charging in or shouting hi or what's
Maybe
the
walk calmly with determination and yeah.
For once, I agree with Eli.
Okay, calm and determined. Got it.
People like confidence.
Apparently.
Okay. So you walk up cautiously
With confidence.
with confidence.
Confident. Just like
And who knocks on the door? Anybody?
ye?
You totally knocks on the door. Yes.
Ye knock that door.
Yeah, I'll definitely
I
knock
realized-
on it.
I realize in hindsight I should have invited David to play this part because I cannot do said accent. At all.
What?
I believe in
As
you.
the door opens, and you see a man, kind of. He is extremely distorted. Part of his body, mostly the left side, seems to be made of construct completely, made of materials and parts, made of different pieces of other people. It seems like he had experimented, and when he mentioned he had run out of body parts, he went to experiment on himself instead. His face is partially destroyed on one side, one eye gone, part of his mouth drooping permanently, barely stitched together, but the other eye bright and still aware, still vigilant. And he just looks at you all and says in a very raspy voice, "Who are you?"
Is this you? Click.
You
Plays
click-
back last recording.
No, you is right over there. I've
Amelia
been waiting
will
for a
try and
moment
just, like,
to do that for a very long time. So
I'm so glad that you got to
I've
do
been
it.
waiting on it. Amelia will just be like, "Hi, I'm Amelia," and just like totally ignoring the horror that is this person, and just being like, "Nope, we must be good and nice and polite, and that is the way to be."
He holds out his right arm, which you can see is aged. His right side, you see an elderly man, probably in his 60s now, maybe 70s. Gray hair, wrinkles, sun-spotted and freckled. Dark spots where clearly he hit himself in something and it bruised easily, as most old people have happen. And he shakes your hand with a surprising strength still.
we're
And
from
he
the
looks at
Society
Fiora
of
as you
Builders.
looks at Fiora as she pushes play, and then looks at Eli as he says that.
The wrong thing to say. Amelia's gonna chime in. Well, we're not. We are
You're not all from the
working with
Society of
them.
Builders.
We were formed
Yes.
by the Society, this investigative unit, for a particular purpose that eventually led us to you.
I see. Well, if you are all wanting to come in, you are welcome to.
Yes, I have so many questions.
Hopefully, this is a positive experience. Because the last time the Society of Builders knocked at my door, they wanted me dead.
None of us
Nobody
want
here.
you dead, I don't think. Yeah.
Well, I'll take your word for it now. Please come in. I could offer you some tea, but it's literally just dirt that I pretend is tea.
Would you like some tea?
What?
I have tea. Do you have a?
His
Do you have
like
means to make
one eye
tea?
like lights up. This bright blue eye just like lights up. You have actual tea.
I have actual tea.
Oh my goodness, yes, please.
Okay, let's make some tea. That sounds nice. I think we all need a nice cup of tea. I'm going to bed now.
And he will like walk over to a wall, pulling up like a obviously built chair. Like he built it himself. Not particularly well, but it does the job.
Out of flesh, or is it wooden?
It's made out of a mixture of, we'll say, bones and wood.
Nice.
And he sits down slowly, using the table as support, and he just sighs and says, "I knew this day would come eventually. Were you the ones who found my recordings?" I don't think you all stole them. Somebody stole them a long time ago.
We weren't the first ones that found them. No, you're correct.
Did whoever find them at least do good with them?
That is up for debate.
What's the success rate in terms of dead bodies resuscitating their brain activity?
I've been able to get it to about a 75% chance in my personal experiences, but finding the bodies has been challenging. Unfortunately, without my lab, without access to materials and things like that, I've had to resort to doing a lot of the testing on myself, which has put some delays on things, especially when a surgery goes wrong and it takes me 5 years to recover.
Oh gosh.
He'll like pull out a notebook, and you see that there is a shelf of some sort, and it looks like it used to be filled. You see there's still dust along the brim that has a little bit more dust than the rest of the shelf. And he just slides a notebook over. This is the last thing I have. They took everything else. About 3 years ago? 2 years ago? I don't know. I don't know what year it is anymore.
Who took everything else?
I'm not sure. I was out trying to find food, trying to find another body, and I came back and everything was gone. Someone broke in, ransacked the place, stole the person I found and was helping, and took all my journals and my recordings.
The person you were helping, do you remember anything about them?
He glances up and focuses on each person because he's kind of been zoning in and out a little bit with his focus. And he looks at Eli, and then he looks at Elia, and he stops for a second. You're Elia? Yes? And he nods. You were unconscious when I found you, and I stopped the bleeding, and I was going to try to fix it. I was almost there when they came. I just needed one more part. I'm sorry I wasn't able to complete the job, but it looks like someone did. No offense, they didn't do an amazing job at it or make it look as good as it should. You should have been treated better.
It seems that the person who took your research was a certain person named Azora. I don't know if you know the name.
She might have been an architect. No, she was an architect. She's a very snooty, up-and-coming architect who was following the rules evidently to the T, and kept getting in trouble for trying things she wasn't supposed to. I thought that was a good thing, but the experiments that she was trying were not. I lost track of her when I got fired. I had hoped the Citadel would have put an end to it.
Well, they might have, but in turn, she has started her own community where she takes your work and makes it her own. However, she adds a nasty little twist on the inside.
Kill switch
She
function.
I'm sorry, a what?
Kill switch function. It's this little program that, upon receiving a signal, destroys the construct. Most likely, I believe, through overheating brain and turning it into mush.
He looks at Stefano and Eli. Are those in you?
I removed it.
May I study? He looks at them both to just see what happened, and they both nod. And Eli's kind of quiet, and the man will push his way up, and he hobbles over, dragging the mechanical metal leg behind him, and he just puts his hand on Eli's chest and closes his eyes. And you watch his facial expression as he feels at home for a moment, and then you watch his eyebrows furrow, and you can tell, Eli specifically, you can tell where he's slowly going down the same rabbit hole you had just gone. And he sees everything, and he just opens his eyes, and he opens his eye, and there's tears going down his face. This isn't what was supposed to happen. None of this. How can I help fix this? I'm done hiding. They can't. This needs to stop. Azora needs to be stopped. If she is putting kill switches in people, that is unacceptable. It's not what my work was meant for. Citadel made mistakes, but they've never done kill switches.
Well, this isn't the Citadel. This is a deviant architect.
I know.
Outside of the Citadel.
That's why I said the Citadel has made mistakes, but they have never done this.
I'm a little sensitive this week, so just letting you know.
It's fine. I could
Fiora,
be aggressive. I haven't spoken to people in a while.
Aww. He's so cute. Fiora is going to relay the message and the conversation that they had with Dr. Sprocket. It might be possible to hack into Azura's coding and remove it from everyone. We just, as of right now, don't know how to do that.
Dr. Sprocket was a good person. I worked with her before. She was very intelligent.
Wish we could have known her in life.
Yeah. Okay. I think it's time to stop hiding. I think it's time to take a stand, and if this is being done in my name, even more reason to stop it.
What do you suggest, Doctor?
I haven't been called a doctor in a very long time. But if you bring me towards where she is, I can try to overpower the code. See if I can disconnect everything. I'm not as fast as I was, but I know the code better than anybody.
Since this is the most pressing issue at hand, I think we should tackle this first. But after we do, Doctor, there is one more thing that we do have to discuss with you, and that is that there is code running rampant in the city right now that is convincing constructs to turn on people. It's manipulating their code. Eli has a better handle on it than I do, but there's multiple things at play here.
What does the code attack?
I think it really just wakes up the functioning of the brain that once inhabited the body, and I think that awakening causes violent reactions.
Understandable. Okay. We can fix this. We have to fix this. We're going to fix this. And if she puts such an emphasis on my work, maybe I'll hold more sway over her.
Then we'll head out immediately. Do you need help mobilizing?
No. He says mostly stubbornly.
Fiora's gonna waddle over to Yi and whisper in Yi's ear, could you just keep an eye out on him, and if he's having a little bit of trouble, just help when you can.
Yeah, absolutely, Commander.
You're the best, Yi. Also, nudge, nudge, I see you, you sly dog with Amelia. Oh, it's so cute.
Oh, thank you.
On our walk, if you have any questions about peer reviews positions that are not from Eli, you should talk to me about them. I'm just going to let you
they're
know.
not
You'll have better luck.
Oh, okay. Maybe,
Yes.
In this case, maybe you and Elia, both of you, could tell me, because it sounded like he was aware too. So then, I don't know.
You know, I don't think I'm ready for that yet. So maybe you just talk with him. I'm gonna go to the front and make sure that there's nothing weird happening up there. Okay, goodbye.
Oh, okay.
That would be very uncomfy. Ooh boy. Wow, talking about peer-reviewed positions with my ex's brother. Ooh-wee, what a concept that is. Ha ha. Uncomfy.
I wonder if he'll read a book too.
Amelia will have overheard this and just be like, it's totally fine. We can totally chat about it later. Don't worry. I actually have my own copy that I've been working on.
Speaking of Amelia's copy that she's been working on, if you would like to help participate in the peer-reviewed sex position research, there is a link for a form that you can actually provide feedback. 18 plus only, please, and thank you.
Yep. Do the research. Help society.
And Blue is actually going to make this a thing, and it's going to be fantastic.
It's gonna be hilarious.
This is
It'll be
incredible.
a peer-reviewed document with lots of little notes in it to correct everything.
Mm-hmm. So you too can have peer-reviewed positions, and maybe we'll even sprinkle in some book recommendations.
Huh.
Nothing Eli suggests.
The Great
will be in
Gatsby,
there.
decent during sex.
That page is ripped out. There's just one page completely missing.
Scribbled
Page
over.
like 13 is just completely blacked out. They can ignore.
Move on.
Redacted.
Anyway, you all decide to leave and head back.
Looks
Right.
like we're charging in whether we're ready or not.
Yeah,
We
the
have
whole
the
way
day.
Eli is just questioning Luca about like his research and like the ramifications of it on humanity and like, you know, what does it all mean? And, you know, it's just so many questions.
He will answer them all, honestly. Slow, but honestly. Basically, his intention was to allow people to live longer originally, to when people were dying, to allow them to stop death for a moment, to expand their life to what it should have been or could have been. And then it became too late for that, and deaths were happening too quickly. So it became, can we bring them back? But his intent was always to keep them human, whole, just as they were, or as close to as what they were before as he could possibly do. And while he managed to get the science down for creating the constructs, it took him longer to figure out how to do the emotional side of it. There were some tweaks he hadn't finished, and as you heard in the recordings, he went to the Citadel to try to offer the solution and get funding, because if there's more intelligent people in one room, they have a better chance of success. They can figure it all out together. There's more than just him, and that is rushing against time. But they didn't go down that rabbit hole. The people who pay for the Citadel, the shareholders, made the decisions of what was more profitable, what was faster, what was easier, out of desperation and potentially out of greed. Definitely out of greed. And didn't take the time to finish the research on the emotion side of things, thinking it was easier to force labor if they didn't have emotions, purposely ignoring it completely.
I'd like to see studies on the, I guess, the changes in morale or morality the longer you live. And we've reached some pretty long years with the medicine we have now, but what you're proposing is for individuals to potentially live for an undetermined amount of time, as long as there's parts to keep them going.
My goal wasn't to be immortal. It was to allow them to live as long as they were supposed to. Our lifespans were upwards of 120 plus years before we started dying off. modern medicine was so far ahead, and it just got destroyed when everybody started dying. And my hope was just to give them that 120-year mark, give them that time so we can have the time and the research and the intelligence of the people who have already been studying, have what once was just slightly tweaked, because they wouldn't be completely human, but they would be as close to human as they possibly could be. Slightly stunted, but not by much. But given another 60 years still. Who knows,
but also
if they were 20,
programmable.
another 100.
Also programmable. I mean, even if you awaken the brain and such, there's the ability to overwrite, to control in a way that you can't do with regular living people.
My hope was probably a false hope, that they wouldn't use it like that. They would use the programming to just do what it was meant to do, to help. But as they took over the research and found out that they could do that, that's exactly where it led. They found out they could program laborers that didn't complain and didn't ask for a particular amount of pay. And I fought them every step of the way until they fired me.
Yeah, were you able to confirm whether or not there was enough vestiges of the human brain to realize what situation it was in, even if it hasn't, quote-unquote, awakened?
Nikki doesn't understand the question. He probably does.
Oh.
Please repeat in a way Nikki will understand.
The constructs that are
Regular
running
constructs.
around, Florence right now, is there enough brain activity for them to understand the situation that they're in, just not able to act on it?
There should be. Unless they change the way their methods have been, there should be. They never removed any part of the brain. It's just how you connected it all. If you block the path to emotions, if you block the path to free will, then you stop them from being everything they are, but you don't remove that part of the brain. That part of the brain controls other things that are needed for you to move and survive. So if that's just been blocked from being shown internally, they may be more than aware of everything that's been happening, which is probably why when this new, you said, virus awakens them, all they have is anger and hatred.
So I potentially have enslaved 100 people.
You didn't know, though.
I don't think ignorance is ever a defense.
I don't think it's a defense. I think it's a learning tool. If the Citadel didn't want any of the people to know what was happening, they would have made sure that nobody knew. You would have all been trained to believe that they were brain dead. And what you do with that information, you would have had no reason to question it. Science is fallible. This has happened thousands and thousands of times. History repeats itself. That's why they destroy the historical books. They don't teach it because they don't want us to know that it repeats itself. I think there's a way to undo it all, if we do it the right way. But it'll take time, and first we have to stop this Azora, and then the virus. But I think we could make this virus of sorts, but not it the way it's working now. We could make it possibly work correctly and ease people, the constructs, ease them into a reality where emotions can be stabilized, give them hope. But that's going to be a lot of work. And the Citadel, I doubt, will be okay with it. No, I know they won't be okay with it.
Fair. All right, I'm
Both
just
enough.
gonna compartmentalize that.
With enough architects, I think we can do it. And I would appreciate if that's what you wanted, that this would be something that you could help with. Many other people who understand the plight that is happening. But I think it'll take
Humanity
more than
doesn't
just...
like guilt, though, and what you're asking is admission of guilt.
I'm not asking for admission of guilt. I'm asking for people to fix the things that happened that they didn't know were wrong. That's not guilt. The only people at fault here, the only people at fault, are those that are in charge, that have demanded these changes, that hid the truth, and those who found out and did nothing. That is who is at guilt, or who should feel guilty and who is responsible.
Can't help the way I feel, though.
But we can take steps to make it feel better.
Yeah.
You may feel guilty, but you should, while you may feel guilty, you should not. You should know that it is not your fault. Wrongfully doing bad, unknowingly doing bad is just what you've been taught, not what you did because you were under malice. You wanted to cause pain.
The only way that you could feel guilty, truly, is if you find this information out now and do nothing about it.
Well, let's do something about it.
Yeah. But first, Azura sucks. Let's go get her.
Yes.
Murder. Or not.
Incapacitation at the very least.
Yeah.
One last thing I'll say on this before we get there, because Eli, I will say that we're there. You guys are almost there. We need help of more than just architects. We need protectors. He looks at the Technophant. He looks at E. We need people who can bring in technology that was once forgotten. Looks at Amelia. We need people who understand emotions and can bring that back and understand how this was supposed to work. And he looks at Fiora. And I think we need them all to work together to make it happen. The architect should have never been completely in charge. but we can work on that after.
I think that sounds good.
So, you have two options. You can go through the way you came out, or go through the way you went in. Or
They're
go
probably-
through the hole
Oh.
that was in the city that you saw.
Hole in
So
the
3
city.
options.
If we go back through the sewers, we might be able to get our technofence back.
Oh.
But
Oh shit! Good job.
Stefana's like, oh yeah, you had 3 other people with you, didn't you? I forgot about that.
Technically, yes.
Yeah, we should probably save them. That's probably a good idea. All right, so fast forward, you make your way through the sewers and you get back to where they are, and boom, you have your technophants.
Yay!
Oh, finally! It's been like hours. We heard screams.
I'm so sorry. So sorry.
It's fine.
Uh,
I'm glad you're all okay. Everything's great. We're not even named.
Glad
it's
you're
fine. We don't
okay.
even. We're just the triplets. We don't
Triplet
have
1,
names.
2, and 3.
Bill, Ted, and Fred. So happy to have them here.
We're just
Wow,
the
love
NPCs.
those
It's
guys.
fine.
Are we confident that they'll be okay with what we're doing?
Ooh.
Yes.
I can convince them with a heart if we want.
What is the plan?
Oh, that's right. I've got a trauma, so I need to do a success. Oh no.
You have one trauma?
I do.
I thought it was
you only
only
have
if you
one
had 2 traumas.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
if
no
you have one
penalty for
trauma,
the
it's not-
first
there's
one.
no negatives. If you have 2 traumas, it's -1 success. 3 traumas
Got it. Well,
is
then-
-1 on everything.
Thank bejeebus. Well, I do in fact have a heart. Ba-bow.
Woo!
So
Fantastic.
I'm gonna convince them to be on our side
gotta
because they
convince
deserve to
them.
live. Do you, Fiora? Do you?
How do you convince the triplets?
Are they actually triplets?
Sure.
I'm sure that's what we said.
Built in Fred! I look at them, I get their real names, whatever they are. And Fiora starts to explain that there's a much larger problem that we have to deal with, and that deals with human lives and the rights that those human beings have to existing in our society in whatever capacity that is. That's a much larger issue, but what we know right now is that those constructs and those people that are in there that are trapped, they need our help. They need us to go in there and they need us to make sure that they are safe, truly safe. And
They nod.
that's where we're going to start. Hell
Sounds good, Commander.
yeah. Yeah! Hell yeah!
I give a thumbs up to you.
I am the Master Commander!
A knowing nod from Yi.
Amelia will sort of chime in. But we also have to remember that there are people here that we need to be careful of because, like, this is not going to be easy. Like, we're not. I don't think we're going to be able to just charge in. So, do we have a plan for that? By the way, because it's very likely that she's just going to pop that kill switch the second it becomes convenient for her to do that. Like, we should have a plan, right?
How far away from them?
Fiora looks at Yi. What? Sorry.
How far are we?
We left them at the thing, so we're not far at all. We're like 2-3 minutes tops.
He says, "One moment. let me try something I've yet to try. And he pulls his arm and he pushes a couple of buttons. And you watch as power from glowing from his back, and you notice that there are batteries back there, begin to flow through his arm. And he closes his eyes. And as his eyes closed, you can see that it is glowing from beneath. And he's like, you all go ahead. I'll stop her from pushing forward, but I can't stop her and break the code for the kill switch. But I can at least stop her from accessing it for now. If you get her whatever she has access to stop it, then that'll be good. I don't know how much I have. And he lifts his hand up in the air, and you see the glowing numbers appear like Dr. Sprocket had. And you watch as the binary flows through the air. And shall we do another little speed run?
Why not?
Yes. You just turned into Super Saiyan, Grandpa.
So, everybody rushes forward. What are you each going to do?
Lovely question.
Going to fix that code.
Okay.
I'm going to
How many
fix it.
successes can you get?
Okay, so I'm gonna play a 5 of spades for 1 success. Then I'm gonna push the limit and discard a heart because I don't need that ever. To hopefully get 3 successes. Crap!
If anybody would like to donate $5, you can give advantage.
Oh. Should we wait?
We'll
Okay,
see if
with
anybody
this,
wants to
Need
donate.
half a heartbeat.
I have 2 successes. That's
Pretty
it.
good.
So if anybody would like to donate to the link I just provided, $5 will give a advantage, which will allow another card to be drawn and added to that hand.
Please.
But while we wait for that, Matt, what are you doing?
I was thinking, since our goal is to try to stop Azura, I'd like to, as quickly as possible, try to find her, try to chase her down.
I think that'll be a perception to find her.
Okay. Perception, I can
Remember,
get one.
no killing.
Yeah,
All right.
1 success with the clubs.
And do
No,
you
murder.
have athletics at all available?
Oh, I have so much athletics available.
Okay,
Built
so
for
one
this.
success for you to find Azora. How many successes for you to capture her?
3.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Yes.
His name. Ha.
Amelia.
Well, when we start doing things, we're undoubtedly going to have some people not happy that we're doing things. So I think I'm gonna stick with my trusty ear taser. Teaser
Okay.
McTeaser face. And if anyone is hostile, probably I'll focus on anyone being hostile towards E, because E is the one. Or no, should I? Whoever is first in need of assistance from a hostile person, I will focus on them.
Okay.
And I think we said I do that off my. What did I do that off of again?
I think it was dexterity. Or it could be, or it
Okay.
might have been your gear, because it's your air taser. I don't remember.
Yeah. Either way, I think I'm fine, because it's either clubs or. I mean, I can use both because I've got graceful, so I can do that. I can use clubs and spades together. Which doesn't give me 3 successes, but gives me 2 solid successes. So I'll go
that
for
actually
that.
does. That's a 3 and a 5. That's 8.
I don't need to get
No,
more
I'm
than
sorry.
8?
No, you're right.
Oh, okay.
I saw that one was. I thought they were both clubs
Sorry.
or gear.
Oh, if they were.
2 successes.
Wrong.
Air taser threats. Fiora, what are you doing?
Well, I'm going to start a rumor.
Okay.
Children
Oh,
of the
no.
River have this really cool ability called Sounding Board. And the ability represents the consideration that the river child enjoys within the social fabric of the waterfall and the influence of that waterfall, though its many voices, both of the preachers on the street corners and that of the pages of the Arnachia. Can't say that. Arnachia? Is that it? Oh, great. Exercises on the social fabric of the scientific empire, inside and outside the walls. This allows you to spread news, gossip, a secret, true or false, and make it fly from mouth to mouth, sometimes with unpredictable effects. So,
I like that term.
yeah, I know. I've had a
effect.
feeling. Yep. Yeah. So, I'm going to use 3 of my spades to get 3 successes on this.
You can only play 2 cards.
I lied to you. I'm going to. Well, I have an 8. 4.
Okay, so that is 3 successes.
Yay.
Technically,
and
that's 4 successes, isn't it?
Is it?
Is it? No, 3.
How does
You need
math
16
work?
to have 4, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. I got your hopes
do
up.
not
I'm sorry.
have
It's 3.
Okay. So 3 successes to spread a rumor that Dr. Azura is unfit to lead and is actually a tyrant instead of a savior amongst the people.
Okay. Hold on. Let me think how I'm going to piece all of that together.
Oh, you got a lot to work with, man. Your mind is brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
Nikki
All right,
fan club,
so
quantity 4 and probably many more. But for now, right here
So
is
many more.
very 4.
Hell yeah.
you watch as the binary flows through the air towards the center of the city as you all jump down or follow the code to the middle of the town again. Zora, you hear inside of her home cursing as she realizes something's wrong with the code. Like she can't. You hear screaming, "Why the fuck can't I get?" And then you just hear a smash of something. You hear, as you're running forward, the 3 remaining constructs, war machines that were here, like Stefano and Elia, They all stand guard outside, on alert. And all the people hear the screaming, hear the sound of whispers on the wind as voices begin to say, she's a tyrant. She's not, no, she didn't save us. She's enslaved us. She's trapped us. And more voices speak, even the voices of familiar faces who you don't even want to hear. Like Anthony are speaking these words, looking confused as to when these words come out of his mouth. People just looking at each other, startled that this is the terms that they are saying, but realizing that it's true, realizing as the sound of cursing and berating and inslots of insults come from inside, from the voice of the person who has been their leader, the voice who has said multiple times, I can take it all away from you. They hear those same words, repetitive, mixing in with these voices, hearing the phrases, don't make me pull the kill switch, don't make me take away what I've given you. You can't afford to have that to be replaced unless you're further in debt. You're never going to be out of this debt. Maybe if you work harder. Just constant threats, constant control, constant arrogance and narcissism. And all of them begin to believe it. They all begin to hear those words of, this isn't okay. We need to fight back. They start to shield their children. Some of them, the ones who can't fight, take the kids. You see them beginning to run. You see dozens and dozens of families, hundreds of kids, possibly, all under the age of 12, running out of the sewers the way that you all went. You see men and women standing guard, standing and pulling up anything they can find nearby that could be a weapon. And all of them stand with you as you rush forward towards these 3 machines. These 3 war machines who look confused. And as they rush forward, they do nothing. They don't raise their hands against them because Azora doesn't have control right now. They are afraid, but they do nothing. They let them continue. Yi, you rush in past them. They don't stop you. The air taser shoots as the door opens and directly hits Azora into her stomach. And Yi, you're able to grab her and trap her. Her tablet falls to the ground, but Eli, you're able to rush in and grab it. And you're able to look at the code closer. And you're able to switch off the kill switch for all of them. You see, spiraling through the binary magic that is being sent over by DeLuca. And you dance the same song that it seems to be singing to you. As you code along with it and stop that death switch, stop the stunted growth from implementing any type of damage to them. You free everyone and you realize it's not just 5 people. It's dozens and dozens of constructs that you don't even see. You see that there are hundreds of people on this list who also have kill switches inside of them that were just humans, not even constructs. and you're able to disable it all. And she screams and fights the entire time. But as the constructs feel this weight of release, relief, confidence, control, whatever it is, they step forward and offer their assistance. And they help Yi maintain her. They don't kill her. That would be too quick. They stop her, though. They hold her down. They make sure that she cannot escape. And they disable her ability to ever code again. Because without hands, you can't code.
Okay, like, let's not... That's...
Nope,
okay.
They're mad.
Yep, that's fair. That's just... Oh, God.
And it gets quiet. The sound of foot running, echoing down the hallway, subsides. The sound of cheers erupts. And the sight of the code dissipates. And Azora just looks mad. But can't scream because her mouth is taped over. Because they're tired of hearing her talk. And then...
Well, that went better than I thought.
Yeah.
You hear gasps coming from outside as Dr. DeLuca steps forward and says, "Everything that's been done here was falsely done in my name. I am Raffaele DeLuca. I am the creator of all of this, and it has been perversed by this woman. This is not how it was meant to be. We are here to start a movement, a new movement, a movement of freedom. Anybody who wishes to stay and help with that movement is welcome to. Anybody who wishes to go is free." And Azora's eyes open up wide when she hears him speaking. What do you do?
That's an excellent question. Damn.
I mean, I can say that Yi is probably going to go to you.
His brother.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Great. Good.
He stands there and just smiles, and it's like, it's over.
Yeah.
Well,
You're
partially,
free.
but I didn't think this day would happen.
Same here. I didn't think you were still alive until I saw
Yeah,
you
sorry.
that day. You had a good
Honestly,
reason.
It feels kind of, I don't know, I felt like it was pretty epic, but it felt like it would be like, I don't know, fireworks. or something when it happened.
Amelia's just like, you guys want fireworks?
I love you.
I'm sure there's some explosives around here that I can add some colored powder to.
Please don't
Yeah,
lose your
sure.
other arm.
No promises.
Can you do? Do you have a card to do that?
I think I do. I'm gonna check which card I need. What?
Probably the building ones, so spades.
Yeah, I've got spades. I've only got like a single two of spades, but I've got,
That's enough.
two spades, I'll do.
That's enough. You find enough explosives and some colorful powder, and you shoot them out of the open hole, and fireworks spray across Florence outside. Probably confusing the fuck out of everybody in Florence right now. Because they haven't seen fireworks in a very long time.
We weren't trying to keep this place secret, were
Goodness
we?
miracle. Uh-oh.
I'm sure it's
Not
fine.
anymore. It's fine.
Amelia!
You don't blow up your arm, though.
Good.
One
good arm.
shot.
Beat that.
Protect the people from Florence. Anyway.
Yeah.
Things settle down.
Fiora is going to approach Eli. That was really good work. I hope that you continue to work with Dr. DeLuca. And I hope that if we can work together, we can at least reach some form of understanding. And I won't hold your past against you. And you won't hold it against me.
It's okay. I think I know the path I need to take, and I'm going to aim to do it. Would you want to get like coffee sometime though? Like,
Oh, buddy, why?
never mind. I'm
Eli, if we ever get to a point where we can see each other outside of a work environment that is not considered saving people and bettering the lives of human beings, we can actually sit down and have a conversation that doesn't include you stammering for 5 minutes and staring at the floor, then yes, we can get coffee.
That means there's hope.
God damn it.
all right. Cool. I'm going to head back to the Citadel.
Wait, what?
If things are going to get better, it has to start somewhere, right? And the heart of the Society of Builders sounds like where I need to be.
So you're going to try and fix the system by working from inside the system?
I'll figure something out. There's people in Florence that need to see as well. And there are probably more people that need my help.
Yeah, you're right. Actually. Well, I hope you do the best that you can and live the best life that you can. And I'm going to stay here. And I'm going to figure out how to do the same.
All right. Fist pump. Yeah. All right. It was Yi, it's good working with you. Amelia,
Working with you too. I think
Yi likes you, so you should hop on that. If anything, for the
up on that.
better of humanity. Statistically, loving parents make healthier children. Yeah.
Just like Amelia, just hands on your face, just like gently both sides of your face. It goes, "You've grown so much in the past 3 days, however many days it's been. I'm so proud of you. Keep growing, and come back to us when you're ready."
Okay.
And good luck with the kid.
No, I mean, my fiance will probably. I mean, I'm gonna go back, and it doesn't. I'm gonna break it off, and I mean, I just wouldn't make a good father. I see the apathy and the guilt that I inherited from my own, and I'm sure I'd do the same thing. So, baby steps, as they say. So I'm gonna focus on doing right and fulfill the debt I owe society for the things I've done. But Amelia, yeah.
It's been good to be your acquaintance.
I am glad we met, even if it was for the briefest of moments. Okay. I'm gonna go now.
Good luck
He'll
in
like
the
take
citadel.
off. Oh, thanks, E. You have a very peculiar way of looking at things, and I think that's wonderful. You're gonna enjoy the whole sex stuff, by the way. I read in books it's very enjoyable. Or it can be very enjoyable, and I'm sure if you look at it,
Please just stop talking! I swear to God.
Okay, never mind. I guess you'll figure it out, Yi.
Yeah, you will.
He'll take his leather apron off and like hand it to Fiora. Like, we're gonna help them. You're gonna need this.
Why am I doing anything?
Trying to help the constructs, right? The people. You're gonna have to get your hands dirty.
Yeah, okay, but
You're gonna need the scalpel and the tools in here. Trust me.
Well,
Oh wait,
I
hold
have
on.
my
Let me.
own
And he'll.
stuff.
he'll pull out his own scalpel. I actually like this. This is my favorite one. But okay. Bye, Elia.
Come back. Take a sip, please.
Yeah, I will. I'm glad you're still alive. I always looked up to you. Okay, bye. And he'll start walking back towards the Citadel.
From a distance, Yi is gonna call out, I hope we work again soon, Major.
Oh. You got promotion!
Oh!
Raise his hand. Just give a thumbs up high in the air as he walks away.
Iconic.
I'm going to ask for a pay raise when I get back. You're like, I'm a major now?
Beautiful.
Eli, as you are leaving, you followed the same path that so many others just ran. And just for shits and giggles, because I can, you find a violin case. The handle had broken on the side. But inside, the violin seems still safe.
Yeah, he'll pick it up, and I feel like he'll give it like a slight touch, running his fingers down the neck and then the strings of this thing, kind of coming back to the familiar feeling, and he'll think upon the song that he wrote for Fiora, which was in his original note that is back in his office at home, and try to play like a few notes of it, but then realize he sucks now because it's been so long. But he'll be like, okay,
What do the cards say? What do the cards say?
Oh God, what would this be?
Do we have a performance stat?
Oh
No.
We have a what do we have? I've forgotten.
I think
everything.
it would be
It could be
a flesh.
a flesh. Oh God.
Charisma.
Yeah, I
empathy.
can. I mean, I got a heart, so I at least get one success.
Okay.
Oh.
You begin to play the song, and it echoes down the chamber, and everybody can hear. And Fiora, you recognize the song.
Where'd he get a violin?
Oh, that is what we're questioning, not the fact that you're bringing ghosts to life. We're gonna be like, oh, how do you get a violin? That was the line of believability.
Oh. Magical bitches. Wow.
Anybody else have a scene? Before we wrap up.
I think Amelia is probably going to turn to Fiora and Yi, who are still here, and say, would you guys be okay to come back to my workshop and help me move a bunch of stuff? Like, this all looks great. I have so many ongoing projects that I would hate to abandon. And, like, I'm sure they'll be useful. It's just, you know, and maybe some people from the workshop will want to come here, and then that could be fun, right?
This is the introduction into the polycule, moving in with your girlfriend, helping her move in. Yes, of
I mean,
course.
I at no point said Amelia was currently single, so like.
There's like a technosophist nest just waiting for you guys. Several of them scattered about.
Amelia, I'd be happy to help. If you want, I can get the triplets too.
I think that would be great.
Perfect.
The more the merrier.
Ah! Yes, okay. We're helping you move. We're helping you move.
Many hands make light work, you know?
Facts.
Okay. So, you all do what you need to do to move forward, and perhaps we will see in the future what the movement causes. But until then, this is the end of the season of Necrobiotic. Y'all survived.
Yeah.
Woo! Bravo, everyone!
Wow. Wow.
Oh,
Damn,
was
So-
awesome.
like,
What?
I just want to immediately interrupt everyone and say bravo to Nikki and
Yes.
fabulous ending.
yeah.
Yay!
Absolutely.
Well, I'm glad. Let's have everybody say where you can find you and where they can go follow you so they can see on all the other stuff you're part of. So let's start with Blue.
Hey, I am Blue. You can find me online as Blue Mercaton. I'm not currently in any other games yet. Watch this space. But I am going to be organising some bits and pieces around the fundraiser to get my partner top surgery. So huge thank you to Mitch for making a donation to it tonight. We love you. Mwah. So do follow along, and also if you want to find out what the Citadel of Science's peer-reviewed sex positions are, you should definitely follow me because it's a thing that I'm going to be making a reality because it's in my brain and soon it'll be in yours too. So yes, I have been Amelia, and I will maybe see you in the future.
And Sydney.
Oh, hello. My name is Sydney Rubino. You can find me all over the internet at Sydney Rubino. It's Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, all of the internet, basically. And I have a home game on Wednesday nights. It's a Pathfinder 2nd Edition home game on Nat20 Productions Official on Twitch. We stream every Wednesday. And sometimes we do one-shots and charity games. We have another show on the channel as well. So if you like me, I help run the channel, so please follow it. It's my baby. And yeah, join me over there Wednesdays 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Twitch because yeah, and I'm gonna miss these people a lot. So we're gonna have to figure out a way to do more things together. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Any whoosie whatsy. Thank you guys so much for being awesome. Truly.
Matt.
Hey, I'm Matt. I've been Yi, and you can find me on Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, as Improv and D&D, and it's just been such a blast. Thank y'all so much for playing.
And Mitch.
Hello, I've been Mitchell, or Mitch. You can find me at Mitch at Spustillos on the Twitter. other than this amazing campaign, which I could say is like the best Necrobiotic campaign I've ever seen. It's just fantastical. You'll be able to grab Necrobiotic, the PDF, pretty much soon, right before it goes into the printing. If you want the quick start or the t-shirt, you just pop over at our booth at Gen Con and be like, yo, Mitch. And then, yeah, you can get some.
I will also be at Gen Con.
Oh, heck yeah.
I wish I wasn't so poor. I want to see my friends. Please take
I wish I
pictures or
lived
I
in
will
my
cry.
country. Like,
That's fair.
Fair point. Fair point.
Well, yeah, this was awesome. Thank you, Nikki.
You're welcome. I'm glad y'all enjoyed. And I'm Nikki. You can find me at Beholder to No One, and that is my podcast, Beholder to No One, where I have 3 different types of shows: discussion episodes for the TTRPG community, one-shots, and actual plays. Mitch has been on my show a couple of times. Sydney has been on my show now, or will be soon. I don't remember when the episode comes out. And Matt will be on the show in the future. I need to type with you, Blue, so you can also be on the show. Everybody's gonna be on the show.
let's do it.
Thank you for the raid, G Game Nights. We were just wrapping up. You can also find my new show that I'm producing, Chaotic Wonderful, on Twitch on Tuesdays and Thursdays. On Thursdays, we alternate between 2 mini campaigns, currently Slayers and Monster of the Week. And on Tuesdays, we have some one-shots going on. On the 12th, we will have the 7th Sea game to look for. And in the future, we will have a actual play for Quest RPG starting in August that will be on alternating Tuesdays. But I don't run that alone. I could not do it without everybody's help. There are about 6 of us and 7 of us all involved that are running it, so it's fantastic to work with everybody, including our newest member of the cult, Matt. But if you want to see me in anything else, I can be found here usually. Probably in Shadowrun, if that is having... We have a couple more episodes left of Shadowrun, I believe, so I'll be here on Fridays at 3:30, and I'm sure I'll be in something next season. I don't know what yet. Or you can find me at 2000 Tales Role-Playing on Friday nights on the Monster of the Week campaign. We have 2 more episodes to our mid-arc finale, and then we'll be doing a Hunter game in between for the 6 weeks after that. You can also find me occasionally on either High Shelf Collective, Lost Caravan RPG, or oh god, I'm in so many things. GM Hina's show. There's a lot. I don't know. So many. If you're looking for anybody to hire for developmental writing, I'm your gal. I can help you make your TTRPG come to life and make sense. I got lots of experience. Or I can also help you with a podcast consultation, or I can also edit your audio for podcasts, or I'm sure there's more things I can do, like project management and stuff like that. We can talk about it. Just message me. It's everything. Who do you want to raid?
Yeah. Trans
really wanna raid.
Planar RPG is
I don't
currently
think
out.
they-
So.
Let's see if
I
they'll
missed
let
it.
Oh
us.
yeah, they don't. Yeah, they don't
think
do.
they might- I think they might have added
They're not
it.
doing raid?
So let me see if they will try.
Yeah, I'll. Yeah, they're still followers.
Hey,
Oh,
No,
wait,
it
there
says
we go.
raiding.
Yeah.
last time I messaged them and asked them, I told them we were trying to raid them, so I think they added it. So go give
Okay,
everybody
cool.
at Transparent
Perfect.
RPG some love. They are amazing and
Mhm.
fantastic full trans cast. Absolutely amazing stories. Connie is a fantastic storyteller if you haven't watched them. So give them all some love over there and give them some follows. And we'll see you in the next game. Bye.
Yep, see you at the next Citadel. Jeez. Peace.
Bye.